Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome back to our background playthrough of Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle. After quite the month of content in December, we're returning to a more normal content schedule with this video. The kind of content schedule I was running in December is only sustainable in December, so we're going to leave it there. Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle, coming back to tonight's game, is a deck builder, a very simple deck builder set in the Harry Potter universe. You might use this when you're looking to teach somebody about deck building as an intro to board gaming. The theme, I find it to be pretty approachable, and again, it's a very simple deck builder. So, with that slight ramble out of the way, let's go meet our characters. The lens cap is just here to act as a turn marker. I could go get my fancy turn marker out of the closet, but I'm feeling kind of lazy with that tonight, and I need to do something to do with the lens cap anyway. So our first character is Hermione Granger. There's a space here on the board for the draw deck, the health. Everybody starts off with 10. I'll talk more about what happens when you get stunned later. Space for shots and coins. But the important thing to note here is that each of our characters starts with a special ability now starting in Game 3. So for Hermione, if you play 4 or more spells on your turn, any one hero gains 1 coin. Usually that'll be our other hero, but there could be times where it is Hermione, but that's a slight ramble there. We'll take a look at our starting hand, and we'll see that it's a pretty standard hand of opening cards, and we've got some potential for some good stuff. We could get up to potentially 5 coins next in the first turn, but that'll depend on what we want to do once we see what the starting market looks like. But that's it for Hermione. Now let's go meet her partner. Hermione's partner tonight against the forces of darkness is Neville Longbottom, the ever forgetful wizard in Gryffindor. Anyway, his special ability is the first time each hero gains health on your turn, that hero gains 1 additional health. Very helpful there. Neville's hand, as we see, is similarly stocked with starter cards. But that's it for setup. Let's move over to the main game area and set up for tonight's game. Our goal in this game is to defeat all of the villains before they overrun our locations. In this case, for Game 3, we're starting off with the Hogwarts Express. 5 villain control there, and each turn we reveal 1 Dark Arts card. That'll be at the start of the turn, but I'll explain more about how that works. We have 2 villains that we're starting the game with. Our first villain is the Dementor. Active hero loses 2 health. As a reward, all heroes gain 2 health and remove 1 villain control from the location. He's going to need to go quickly. Our next villain, Peter Pettigrew. Active hero reveals the top card of his or her deck. If its value is 1 or more coins, discard it and add 1 villain control to the location. Reward. All heroes may search their discard pile for a spell and put it into their hand, and remove 1 villain control from the location, with 7 health. He's not obnoxious as the Dementor, who just has to go. As far as our starting market, first up we have Expecto Patronum for 5 coins. Gain 1 shot and remove 1 villain control from the location. Next up, the Golden Snitch. Gain 2 coins and draw a card, also for 5. Next up, Essence of Dittany. Any 1 hero gains 2 health. That might be good for Neville to get his hands on. Next up, Crystal Ball. Draw 2 cards, then discard 1 for 3. Next, Petrificus Totalis. Gain 1 shot. Choose a villain. Until the start of your next turn, that villain's ability does not trigger. Use one of those tokens as a reminder. I'll have to get that out of the box. And Quidditch Gear for 3. Gain 1 shot and a health. Let me just make sure of one thing here. Immediately place into your discard pile. Okay, multiple cards as long as you have enough. That's what I wanted to double check. With that, I think we're pretty much all set to go here. So let's drop into our first turn and see what Hermione's doing. First up, we reveal a Dark Arts card. First up for Hermione, we find He Who Must Not Be Named. Add 1 villain control to the location. Oh, that's delightful. So we're already starting off down 1 on the Hogwarts Express. Then, for the villain abilities, Hermione loses 2 health, and Peter Pettigrew is going to make her reveal the top card of her deck. If its value is 1 or more, which it won't be because these will all be starter cards, discard it and add 1 villain control to the location. Indeed, it's an Alohomora. So I'm just going to leave that revealed because that will be coming to her hand next turn. Let's see. So we've got an Alohomora. We've got 3 of those. A Beetle the Bard, Tails of Beetle the Barb, and Crookshanks. With Beetle the Barb, we could choose to either have all gain 2 coins for Hermione, or all heroes gain 1. I think Hermione is going to gain the 1 to go up to 5, and then Crookshanks will give her a shot, which I'll put on the Dementor. We need to get to work on that Dementor right away. We need to hopefully take him out as fast as we can. Let me grab the silence symbols. I don't know how much we'll use those, but I'd rather have those and not need them than need them and not have them. Okay, we're all set there. Now for 5, I think Hermione is going to grab Expecto Patronum and hope to God that she doesn't flip it over with Peter Pettigrew's special ability, and we'll draw the rest of her hand up. And replacing that will be Nimbus, the Nimbus 2001 for 5. Gain 2 shots. If you defeat a villain, also gain 2 coins. Moving into Neville's turn next, our Dark Arts card for Neville. Another He Who Must Not Be Named. Add 1 villain control to the location. Oh, that's to the location. The Dementor will make Neville lose 1. And then Peter Pettigrew will make Neville reveal the top card of his deck. It's Mandrake. So we don't have anything to worry about there. Neville's got 4 Alohomoras to give him 4 coins. And Trevor to either gain a shot or gain 2 health. I think he's going to take the shot and put it on the Dementor. We really need to get that Dementor down as fast as we can. For 4, I believe everything replenishes. Oh, the other thing I need to check is when everything replenishes. I think replenishes at the end of the turn. Okay, that's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. I think Neville's going to gain the Quidditch gear. Unfortunately, it's going to let 1 go to waste, but since we replenished at the end of the turn, I figured I might as well use the coins while I have them. So replacing that for Neville will be a Chocolate Frog. Any hero gains 1 coin and a health. If you discard this, gain 1 and 1. Neville will draw up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All good there. Moving over to Hermione's turn, her Dark Arts. Expulso. Active hero loses 2. We're going to need to do some serious healing on Hermione because she's down to 4 thanks to the Dementor. And then Peter Pettigrew is going to make us shuffle because we need to reveal the top card of her deck, and Hermione doesn't have a deck. So we'll shuffle that, and that's the top card we're revealing for her deck. Card we're flipping over is an Alohomora. It's not less than it's less than 1, so we leave it. As for Hermione, she is playing 4 spells, which will give somebody another coin. The Time Turner gives her another coin, and she can put spells she acquires this turn on top of her deck instead of her discard pile. I think she's going to give the coin the Petrificus Totalis could be very good, especially to shut down the Dementor. Well, Hermione's definitely at 5 coins. The only question is she taking the 6 for herself to get the Petrificus Totalis? She would have to take another hit from that. Let me look at Neville's hand here. Let's see. Neville's going to be at 4 coins unless he can somehow discard the Remember All in his hand. I think we're going to give it to... I think we're going to have Hermione take it, actually. Even though she's going to be taking another hit from the Dementor from the looks of it, we're going to get the Petrificus Totalis to the top of her deck. And all of that will move over. Then we draw back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And hopefully, oh boy, this could be a problem. She's going to need to heal desperately, though. Next card for the market is Oliver Wood for 3. Gain 1 shot, and if you defeat a villain, any 1 hero gains 2 health. Alright, moving over to Neville's turn. Dark Arts card first. Tarantallegra. Active hero loses 1 health and can't assign more than 1 shot to each villain this turn. Neville loses 1 from that, and then loses another 2 from the Dementor. And similar to what Hermione had to go through, Peter is going to make Neville shuffle his deck because we need the top card of the deck. And then that's the card we're revealing to Peter Pettigrew. So the card we're revealing is an Alohomora, which stays for Neville. That's fortunate. Wait. Neville should be at 5. Right. Okay, so now that we got that figured out. 1, 2, 3, 4 coins. And Mandrake, where we can either gain a shot or any 1 hero gains 2. If we flip over another Expulso, Hermione is going to be stunned on her turn. So I think I'm going to have Hermione gain the 2 health from the Mandrake. Then for 4, I think he'll grab the Chocolate Frog and the Essence of Dittany. Actually, Neville should be at... Oh no, Hermione should be at 7 from Neville gaining an additional health. But Neville's going to gain the Chocolate Frog and the Essence of Dittany. Which means Neville will draw back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, taking a look at his hand. Then we have to replace 2 cards in the market. So first up we'll find another Essence of Dittany, which Neville just picked 1 up, and more Quidditch gear. So the market looks very similar to what it did for Neville's turn. Over to Hermione we go. First up we have a Dark Arts card to go through. Flipendo. Active hero loses 1 health and discards a card. So Hermione will go down to 6. And she'll discard an Alohomora. She'll then lose another 2 to the Dementor. And Peter Pettigrew will make her reveal the top card of her deck. The top card of her deck is the Expecto Patronum, which is going to go away, and we add a control to a villain control to the location. That's not good. Then for Hermione, we're going to gain a coin. We can either gain 2 or all heroes gain 1. Crookshanks will give her 2 health. Actually, I think we can take the shot here because Petrificus Totalis until the start of her next turn, so that'll shut it off for Neville, but she's going to be taking another hit from that. Still probably worth it to take the shot from that, which we'll put on the Dementor, and we'll shut the Dementor off, at least for Neville's turn. So his ability won't trigger. As for Crookshanks, I think we'll take the 2 health from that. Then we'll have all heroes gain 1 health, 1 coin. So Neville will have an extra coin to spend on his turn. As for Hermione, she'll grab an Essence of Dittany. 1. We'll have to shuffle her deck up so she can draw back up. Two, 3, 4, 5. We'll see what she's got in her hand. That's not great, but let's see what we have happen here. So replacing the market, we'll find Reparo, choose one to either gain 2 coins or draw a card for 3. Turn moving over to Neville. Let's see what Dark Arts are doing here. Petrification. All heroes lose 1 health and can't draw extra cards this turn. Active hero will still draw 5, of course. Then the Dementor doesn't trigger for Neville's turn, but Peter Pettigrew does. Neville will find. And Alohomora off at the top of his deck, so he's fine there. Speaking of the Alohomora, he's got 3 of those in his hand for 3. Then Quidditch Gear to give him a shot in the health. Actually, it'll be 2 health ultimately. Because he gained health on a hero's turn. So he gets a shot for sure. And I think I'll have Trevor give him a second shot. We need to get this Dementor down pronto. So we're going to put both the shots on the Dementor. And then with 4 coins, it's going to be... It's going to be Oliver Wood for 3. And that a little more will move to Neville's hand. Two, three, 4. We'll see what's in Neville's hand. We've got some good stuff coming up here. But replacing the market will be Albus Dumbledore for 8. All heroes gain a shot, a coin, a health, and draw a card. That's something we just buy if we can get to it. Hermione's turn next, her Dark Arts event. So this is also gone, which means the Dementor will trigger again. Expulso, and Hermione, she's going to be 1 health away from being stunned. She'll lose 2. The Dementor will take another 2. Peter Pettigrew will reveal the top card of her deck. He will find Crookshanks, which stays put. Okay, between Hermione and Neville, we need to kill the Dementor now. So Hermione's going to go stunned if we're not careful. So we've got 3 Alohomoras for 3 coins. Time Turner for 1, and we can put spells we acquire this turn on top of the deck. Essence of Dittany, Hermione's going to gain 2 health from that. I think we'll grab the Reparo to the top of Hermione's deck. And that's all we can do with it. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll see what Hermione's got waiting for her. Okay, that's a pretty good hand. Let's see if Neville survives. Well, first we have to replace the market. So first up, we'll replace the market with a Polyjuice Potion. Choose an ally you've played this turn. You may copy the effects of that ally. Being able to copy Dumbledore would be the dream, but I'm not betting on that happening anytime soon. That coin is gone for Neville. I believe, we used the Beetle as a Beetle the Bard last turn. Back to Neville, whose Dark Arts flips over. All heroes obliviate. All heroes choose 1. Either discard a spell or lose 2 health. Let's look at Neville first. Neville's got an Alohomora he can discard, but does he want to... I think he's got to discard a spell, because losing 2 health is going to put us in a very dangerous place. As for Hermione, she's got to have a... Okay, yeah, she's got an Alohomora to discard to that as well, because I don't want us losing a lot of health. I don't want us losing a lot of unneeded health with the Dementor active, which will take 2 health from Neville, and Peter Pettigrew will reveal the top card of Neville's deck. He will find Trevor, which is staying put. Okay, so Quidditch Gear, Quidditch Gear will give Neville 2 health. We've got 2 Alohomoras and Oliver Wood, which is 2 shots, both of which are going straight on the Dementor. Then the 2 coins aren't doing anything for us this turn, so that will have to move to Neville's discard pile. 3, 4. Okay. And we're back to Hermione's turn, who's very much in danger here. Hermione will flip over. That's what I was afraid of, an Expulso. Active hero loses 2. The Dementor will take another 1. Hermione will be stunned, which I believe that will make her discard half of her cards rounded, I want to say, down. Okay, yep, rounded down. Choose 2 to discard. So she had 4 cards in hand. Think we are going to discard the Alohomora for sure. We're putting a villain control up, so I want to keep the Expecto Patronum for that. She's going to reset to 10 health at the start of her turn. Or at the start of this coming turn. So we'll discard... I think we'll keep Crookshanks. We'll discard Reparo. I might feel differently later in the game. Then Peter's going to make her reveal the top card of her deck. She will find an Alohomora, which stays put. So we'll take the 2 shots from Hermione's Expecto Patronum, which will remove the villain control from the location that we just put up. Then 1 shot will defeat the Dementor. All heroes will gain 2 health, which will help Neville, but not her, and we'll remove another villain control from the location. Then we'll put the other shot on Peter Pettigrew, and Hermione's not doing anything with the rest of that. So the Dementor has been defeated, which means we can take those shots, put them away. There may be a Game 2 Dementor as well. I might shuffle that off at the end of the turn. Or if I pull it again. So Hermione's recovered. She gets to draw her full complement of cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll shuffle her deck up. To get her to 5. And then we need a new villain out. So the new villain coming out, Lucius Malfoy. Each time a villain control is added to the location, remove 1 shot from all villains with 7 health. Reward all heroes gain a coin and remove a villain control from the location. Great. Okay, over to Neville's turn next, our first Dark Arts card. Poison. All heroes choose 1. Either discard an ally or lose 2 health. Hermione doesn't have an ally to lose, so she loses 2. Neville does have Trevor. He'll lose the 2 health, mainly because he'll be able to gain it back. Then Peter Pettigrew will make Neville reveal the top card of his deck. Pettigrew will reveal an Alohomora, which stays put. Let's see. All right, we've got an Alohomora. We've got 2 of those. Chocolate Frog, he'll gain a coin and a health, which will turn into 2. So he's got 3 coins. Hermione's going to heal with the Essence of Dittany, going back to full. And then Trevor will give him a shot, which the shot will put on... We'll put the shot on Lucius. I generally go after healers when I can. Then with 3 to buy with, he's going to grab the... I think he's going to grab the Quidditch gear. Especially with that Dementor coming out first. We're going to need a bit of healing, I think, to recover from that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Giving Neville's deck a quick shuffle and a cut for 5. Okay. Replacing in the market, we'll have Expelliarmus. Gain 2 shots and draw a card. Before we move into Hermione's next turn, I need to take a small break. Hermione's turn is up next, but we start off with a Dark Arts card we find. Flipendo. Active hero loses 1 health and discards a card. Hermione will discard... She's gotten a little more that she can discard to that. Peter Pettigrew will make her reveal the top card of her deck. He will reveal. And Alohomora, which stays put. Lucius's ability doesn't trigger because we weren't adding control to the location. We're going to play Reparo to choose to draw. Are we going to draw the Alohomora, or do I want 2 coins? I think we're going to take the 2 coins from that. If that was a stronger card on... Well, if it was a 1 or more, it would be discarded right now, but I think we're going to take the 2 coins. We're also going to take the 2 coins from Beetle the Bard, and an Alohomora to go up to 5. Then Petrificus Totalis will put the shot on... We'll put the shot and the we're going to put the shot on Lucius and the silence on Pettigrew. That way we can at least shut it off. For 5, I think Hermione's going to grab the Nimbus 2001. We're starting to need a lot more attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take a look at Hermione's hand. That's not... Well, that's something, I guess. Card from the deck. Arthur Weasley. All heroes gain 2 coins, but he costs 6. Over to Neville. Flipping over a Dark Arts card, we'll find... All heroes choose 1. Discard an item or lose 2 health. Well, Neville, I think, has a handy-dandy Remember All that he can discard, which will give him 2 coins for discarding that. As for Hermione, does she have an item she can discard? She does, but she's going to lose the 2 health. Alright, then Pettigrew doesn't trigger because Hermione silenced him. And looking at this, we're going to give Neville 3 coins. And the Mandrake for a shot, which we'll put on Lucius. Problem is we're having to bite these shots off like onesie twosie. The Mandrake actually gave us a choice to either gain 1 shot or any hero gains 2 health. For 3 coins, Neville's going to grab a crystal ball. And then he's all done there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're starting to get into some firepower. And then our next card coming out of the deck. Another Essence of Dittany. Hermione's turn, which means the silence on Pettigrew is now over. Dark Arts card for Hermione. Hand of Glory. Active hero loses 1 health and add a villain control to the location, which means Lucius's ability triggers for the first time, taking shots off of both him and Peter Pettigrew. Speaking of Peter, he'll reveal the top card of Hermione's deck, which will be Crookshanks. That'll stay put. Let's see, Hermione will use Expecto Patronum to gain a shot and remove a control from the location. So she's got a shot to work with. An Alohomora for a coin. That for another 1. So she's going to end up at 3 total. She could put spells on top of her deck, but she doesn't have... But there are no spells she can buy. And the Essence of Dittany, which she'll use to heal for 2. She'll put the shot right back on Lucius. Then for 3 coins, she'll grab the Polyjuice Potion. She does have some some useful allies, even if they're only her starter, if it's only Crookshanks. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we need to shuffle her deck to get her 5th card. Let's see what we've got here. Not a great hand. Neville will have his turn in a second, but first we need to replace the market with another Expelliarmus for 6. We saw this earlier. Now it's Neville's turn, so his Dark Arts event. Opugno. All heroes reveal the top card of their deck. Heroes that reveal a card with value 1 or more, discard it and lose 2 health. Delightful. We'll start off with Neville since he's our active hero. He will find Chocolate Frog, which will have to discard and lose 2 health. I don't know how that works when it's discarded from your deck. It just says discard it. That's a game. That is actually a game 3 card. Let me just take a quick look. It says discard. Does it specify from the top of the deck? If you choose to... Oh, just choose to discard them to a... The effect on these cards triggers if you choose to discard them to a villain, Dark Arts event. I'm probably wrong on this and somebody can correct me, but if it's coming from the top of the deck, I'm going to rule that you don't get that. Then for Hermione, we'll find Tales of Beetle the Bard, which is actually kind of a good thing because that way it's safe from Peter Pettigrew as well. Speaking of which, Neville's got to reveal the top card for Peter as well, which will be Quidditch Gear, which will get discarded, put another control on the location, and then Lucius's ability will trigger again, which will remove a shot from him. This is not going well. Problem is we're not able to bite these shots off in a big enough chunk. We'll use the Essence of Dittany to have Neville heal for 3. Then we'll play 2 Alomoras. Ow. And we'll gain 2 shots, both of which we'll put right on Lucius. It's getting kind of annoying when we're trying to make Lucius go away, but he keeps healing. 2 will get us the Essence of Dittany, by the way. Neville will draw back up. Hopefully we can get in a position where we can take out Lucius in the next couple turns. But he's got to go quick. He's got to go pretty quick here in the next couple turns. All right, how many cards do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take a look at Neville's hand. Interesting, moderately. Then replacing from the market, we'll find Sybil Trelawney. Draw 2 cards, then discard 1. If you discard a spell, gain 2 coins. She costs 4. Back up to Hermione's turn we go. Dark Arts event. Dark Arts, Petrification. All heroes lose 1 health and can't draw extra cards this turn. Active hero, of course, draws 5, so both of them go down to 8. And then as we saw earlier, Hermione had the Tales of Beetle the Bard on top, so her deck is safe. Well, we've got 4 coins here. And then we've got Crookshanks. Well, she'll take the 5th coin, I think. No, I'll actually give it to Neville. She'll take a shot from Crookshanks, put that on Lucius. And then 4 will get her Sybil Trelawney. And we'll drop Hermione's hand. 3, 4. Okay, we're hoping. This has been way too slow with Lucius. Next card from the market is the Sorting Hat. Gain 2 coins. You may put allies you acquire on top of your deck instead of in your discard pile and costs 4. Over to Neville's turn we go. Dark Arts card. Dementor's Kiss. Active hero loses 2 health and all other heroes lose 1. Neville goes down to 6, Hermione to 7. Peter will reveal the top card of his deck, of Neville's deck. It's an Alomora, so it stays put. Okay. Neville has a total of 4 coins to work with from the coin that Hermione gave him for playing 4 spells, and these 3. Then we've got Quidditch gear to give him 2 health and a shot. The shot's going straight on Lucius. And then Hermione will heal for 3 from the Essence of Dittany. With 4 shots to work with, I think it'll be the Sorting Hat. Yeah. Mostly so we make sure we use those coins up. Then we'll draw Neville's hand. 4. Great. We're not drawing shots at the frequency I would like to. If we don't regenerate, we can probably defeat Lucius this turn. So, next card for the market. Wingardium Leviosa for 2 coins. Gain 1, and you may put items you acquire on top of your deck instead of in your discard pile. Moving up to Hermione, let's see what the Dark Arts is. The Dark Arts. He Who Must Not Be Named. Add 1 villain control to the location, which will regenerate Lucius again. I'm going to keep the shot in hand, though. Also, Peter is going to reveal the top card of Hermione's deck. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Whammy. It's an Essence of Dittany, which is going to put another control on the location and take another shot off Lucius. The thing to remember here, the thing to know here, is if we can somehow get a control off the location, we actually won't flip it over. Which we can't, unfortunately. Great. This is not working at all. Petrificus Totalis will shut off Lucius's ability. We'll put the shot right back on Lucius. We took 2 off. We'll go up to 3 coins. 4, and I can put spells on top. But I don't think I want a spell. I think we're going to use Beetle the Bard to get to 5 coins. And we'll take the Golden Snitch. Mostly so I have 2 coins and more card draw. Ow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, we can probably finally get rid of... probably finally get rid of Lucius even through a regeneration. Next card for Hermione, or next card for the market. Descendo for 5 to gain 2 shots. Over to Neville's turn, we got to flip over a Dark Arts card. Here we don't care about villain control. Oh, wait. We also need to flip over the new location. So the villains have overrun the Hogwarts Express, which means our new location is Hogsmeade Village. 6 villain control, and we're revealing 2 Dark Arts events. That's great. At least Lucius's villain control ability is shut off here. Neville's first card. Dark Arts. Dementor's Kiss. Active hero loses 2. All other heroes lose 1. 2 and 1. And then Hand of Glory. Active hero loses 1. Add 1 to the location. Fortunately, Lucius's ability is shut off, so we don't trigger his regeneration. We do, unfortunately, trigger Peter Pettigrew, and hopefully we don't have to discard it. We find the Chocolate Frog, so we do have to discard it, which will add another control to the location. We're already a third of the way there in this case. Neville, coming over to his hand, we'll have 3 coins. He'll gain 3 from the Essence of Dittany, and he'll take a shot from Trevor, which he'll put on Lucius. Assuming we don't have anything go sideways with Hermione's turn, assuming nothing goes sideways when we get into Hermione's turn, we should be able to put a nice dent in Peter Pettigrew. For 3, he'll grab the Wingardium Leviosa, and that will be it. He'll draw up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're getting somewhere there. Next card in the market. More Quidditch gear. Moving back up to Hermione's turn. First, we have to shuffle up the Dark Arts cards. Lucius's ability is also back online. Right, there's our cut. First Dark Arts for Hermione. Poison. All heroes choose one. Discard an ally or lose 2 health. Hermione does not have an ally to discard, so she'll lose 2 health. Neville is also going to lose 2 health. And he who must not be named. Add 1 control to the location, which will take a shot off of Malfoy, of Lucius. That's been a big problem for us this whole game. And then the top card of Hermione's deck, which is going to require a shuffle. We're getting ready to reveal the Peter Pettigrew. Come on. All right, that's the card we're revealing. Hopefully it's a small one. Alohomora, we can deal with that. All right, Hermione's turn is going to be Expecto Patronum, which will gain a shot and remove a villain control from the location. That can go away. The Nimbus 2001, which will give her 2 more shots. Hopefully we can pick up something good this turn, but I don't think we're going to. Reparo. We'll gain... What are we going to do with that? I think we'll gain 2 coins. An Alohomora to gain another one. And then a Polyjuice Potion, which has no effect because we haven't played any allies. So I'm grabbing 5 coins here. The reason I'm doing that is because the Nimbus 2001 is the 2 shots from that are going to let us defeat Lucius finally. So all heroes are going to gain a coin. And we get to remove another villain control from the location. That's because of Lucius's reward. Which will bring Hermione up to 6 now. So I've got some options on that. Lucius has been defeated. We can put the extra shot on Peter Pettigrew. So Lucius has been defeated. Maybe now we can actually start making some headway on these guys. So Lucius is defeated. And Peter's got a damage on him. For 6, I think Hermione's going to grab an Expelliarmus. We probably are getting to a point, though, where we need to take where we need to start thinking about taking Peter Pettigrew out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we could potentially start getting some powerful stuff into our deck. Replacing the market will be Remus Lupin for 4. Gain a shot, and any one hero gains 3 health. Next villain we have to reveal, though, is the Basilisk. Oh joy. Heroes can't draw extra cards. You still draw 5 new cards at the end of your turn for 8 health. Reward all heroes draw a card and remove 1 villain control from the location. Delightful. Alright, so we're moving into Neville's turn next. Whoops. That should be on the discard pile. First card up for Neville. Petrification. All heroes lose 1 health and can't draw extra cards this turn. Well, we're already not able to draw extra cards because of the Basilisk in play. And then Neville's second Dark Arts. All heroes reveal the top cards of their deck. Heroes that reveal a card with value 1 or more, discard it and lose 2 health. Neville's card is Quidditch Gear, which he'll have to lose 2 health for that. Hermione's is an Alohomora, which stays put. And then Neville's going to need a shuffle on his deck because he needs to reveal the top card for Peter Pettigrew. All right, so that's the top card for Neville. He will find the Sorting Hat on top. So he's going to add it. So we're going to add another control to the location. All right, Neville has the Crystal Ball to draw 2 cards, then discard 1. We need all the firepower we can find at this point, so I'm going to discard the Remember All to give Neville another 2 coins. Let's see. He'll take a shot from the Mandrake and one from Oliver Wood, both of which are going on Peter Pettigrew. He's been chipping away at our library. The Basilisk is the not able to draw extra cards is annoying, but we can probably work around that. 2 more coins to get to 5, and the Essence of Dittany, he'll heal himself for 3. The total of 5 coins. I think he's going to grab the Descendo. Coins are spent. Neville will draw back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we're getting somewhere there. Replacing the market will be Butterbeer. Any 2 heroes each gain a coin and a health for 3. Before we jump into Hermione's turn, I need to take a small break. Starting with 2 Dark Arts for Hermione's turn. First up, Hand of Glory. Active hero loses 1 health. Add a villain control to the location. That was a lot more annoying when Lucius was around. Next up, Obliviate. All heroes choose 1. Either discard a spell or lose 2 health. Hermione will lose 2 health. Neville will discard a spell. And then we saw the Alohomora on top from Peter Pettigrew, so Hermione's deck is safe. We'll use the Golden Snitch to gain 2 coins and draw a card, which will be the Alohomora. So that's 2 coins to Hermione. The Essence of Dittany, which will let her heal 2. 2 more Alohomoras to bring her up to 4 coins. Another Alohomora to bring her up to 5. And then Tales of Beetle the Bard. If Hermione takes the 2 coins, she's 1 short of being able to buy Dumbledore, which would be the only reason right now I'd snap take the 6, which is the only reason I'd snap take 2 coins. But I think we're going to have all heroes gain 1. Mostly because 6 coins will give Hermione another Expelliarmus. And right now I want all the firepower I can find. Unfortunately, we're not doing any further damage to Pettigrew this turn, but there's nothing we can do about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not a great hand right now. Replacing the market will be another Reparo. Moving over to Neville's turn. 2 Dark Arts. We find Expulso, where the active hero loses 2, so Neville goes down to 4. And another Expulso. Great. Fortunately, the Basilisk isn't doing anything. Peter Pettigrew, however, is revealing another Chocolate Frog to discard that and add a villain control to the location. That's wonderful. Let's see. Neville will gain 3 from the... actually, he's going to gain 2 from the Quidditch gear to go up to 4. And he gets a shot. Then he's going to play in a low Amora. The 2 coins are going to end up going to waste. Essence of Dittany. Hermione's going to gain 3, since she's about to be the active hero. And Trevor for another shot, which will put both of those on Pettigrew. So that's up to 5. So he's up to 5, and the 2 coins are going to go to waste. Can we get rid of Pettigrew this turn? We can't, but we can shut him off. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we can get rid of him on Neville's next turn, assuming nothing goes haywire getting up to that point. Hermione's turn next. Dark Arts, first up. Dementor's Kiss. Active hero loses 2 health, and all other heroes lose 1. So Hermione is down to 6, Neville to 3. Next up. All heroes lose 1 health and can't draw extra cards, which we're already not able to draw extra cards anyway. Peter Pettigrew, however, finds Crookshanks, which stays put. Let's see. Well, we'll use Petrificus Totalis to gain a shot which will go straight on Pettigrew, as will the Silence. Then we're going to be playing 3 more coins. 3 more Aloha Moras to get up to 3. I'm going to have Neville gain the coin. And then the Time Turner, which will bring her up to 4, and spells she acquires go on top. But I think instead she wants Lupin. Okay. Just getting my hand ready to go. Hermione's deck is getting quite thick. We should be able to take out Pettigrew as long as the Dark Arts don't cause any problems with that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now we're starting to get somewhere, I think. Moving over to Neville. Oh, replacing the market first, we find Lumos. All heroes draw a card. Now moving over to Neville's turn to Dark Arts. First up we find Hand of Glory. Active hero loses 1 health. Add a villain control to the location. This could be bad. Fortunately, Pettigrew's ability won't trigger, but the Dark Arts could still send us over the top of Hogsmeade Village. That was rhetorical, God, not hold my beer. He who must not be named. Add 1 villain control to the location. Actually, we're not just going over the top with that, because I think Neville can take out Pettigrew here. Yes, he can. He'll play Quidditch Gear to gain a shot and 2 health. It's only 1, but it's the first opportunity he's healing. The shot will go straight on Pettigrew. I'll resolve the clear on that in a second. Then we're at a total of 4 coins, and the Wingardium Leviosa is going to let him put 1 item on top of his deck. All heroes may search their discard pile for a spell and add it to their hand. Unfortunately, Hermione just had to flip hers over, but we needed rid of Pettigrew too bad. It'll be Descendo that we'll get for Neville. 2 shots, which will give me jarring the camera. Let me readjust that. 2 shots will go on the Basilisk to start with, so Pettigrew's been defeated. We also get to remove a control from the location. That's the part I'm happiest about. We still have how many villains to go through? 4, 5. We still have 6 villains to go through? Yikes. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coins, which I'm going to grab some Quidditch Gear and put that on top of Neville's deck. I think that will be it for his turn. So the Quidditch Gear is in hand. Now that we're not having our deck disrupted, we should theoretically be able to get to work on going after these villains a lot more aggressively. 2, 3, 4. We'll see what we've got here. Okay. So before we get into Hermione's turn, I'm going to flip that face up so I don't get confused. Next villain up. Tom Riddle. 6 health. For each ally in hand, active hero chooses 1. Lose 2 health or discard a card. And on a reward, all heroes can choose 1. Either gain 2 health or search their discard pile for an ally and put it in their hand. We also need a replacement card for the market. We'll find Finite. Remove 1 control from the location for 3. 2 dark arts for Hermione. We'll find Flipendo. Active hero loses 1 and discards a card. Hermione will discard an Alohomora. Then her second dark arts. Expulso. Active hero will lose 2. Oh joy. And I saw what's in Hermione's hand. She's got 2 allies in hand. So she's going to have to discard 2 cards. She'll discard... Unfortunately, it's got to be both her allies, which I don't like, but it's got to be that way. Because we need the Expecto Patronum to remove a control from the location. I more want the shot for that. And the Nimbus 2001 for a total of 3, which I think we're going to put those on Tom Riddle, just because we've got a fair amount of allies in both decks now. So Hermione's going to move that over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's a little bit more manageable. Neville up next. First Dark Arts card for Neville. He who must not be named. Add 1 villain control to the location. And Tarantalegra. Active hero loses 1 health and can't assign more than 1 damage to each villain this turn. So Neville loses 1. I don't think he was assigning much damage anyway. Does he have any allies in his hand? He does not. He will be gaining 1 most likely, though. The Chocolate Frog will give Hermione 2 health and a coin. Because that's any 1 hero. The Quidditch Gear will give Neville a shot and 2 health as well. He needs that. The shot, I think, is going to go on Tom Riddle. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 coins, and we can put allies we acquire on top of the deck instead of the discard pile. But there are no allies we can acquire for that, so I think we'll just grab a Lumos. Because we are eventually going to take out that Basilisk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Up to Hermione's... Oh, we have to replenish the market, but we will be at Hermione's turn in a second. First up, replenishing the market. With a Petrificus Totalis, gain 1 shot. Well, Hermione is using this to a great effect. First Dark Arts event. Relatio. All heroes choose 1. Discard an item or lose 2 health. Hermione will discard the Essence of Dittany. As for Neville, he will discard the Crystal Ball, since that's basically a blank with a Basilisk out. And Flipendo. Active hero loses 1 health and discards a card. Hermione will discard an Alohomora. She doesn't have any allies to activate to Tom Riddle, so that's all clear there. Golden Snitch will give her 2 coins, but no card draw. Then an Alohomora will bring up to 4 coins. And the shot will shut off Tom Riddle's ability for a turn. Which I don't think really matters. The shot's also going on Riddle. 4 coins total, I think, will be a Finite. Coins gone. Hermione will draw back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, ooh. Now we're starting to get somewhere. Replacing the market, we'll find Another Polyjuice potion, which Hermione has in her hand right now. Neville, I'm just going to look at his... Okay, his... Well, Tom Riddle's blanked anyway, so we're not worried about that. First Dark Arts card for Neville is another Dementor's Kiss. Active hero loses 2 and all others lose 1. So 2 and 1. We'll shuffle these up. Because Neville needs a second Dark Arts event. And the second Dark Arts for Neville. Hand of Glory. Active hero loses 1 and add 1 to the villain. Add 1 villain control to the location. So we're going to flip Hogsmeade Village. We're going to flip Hogsmeade Village over the top unless we can shut that off, and I don't think we can. We're going to defeat Tom Riddle, but that's not going to help us with the villain control on the location. At least I think we are. Yeah, we are. Right, Quidditch gear will give him a shot and 2 health. 2 Alohomora are probably going to go to waste. Yes, they are. In Essence of Dittany, Hermione will gain 3. So the shot will defeat Tom. All heroes can choose to either gain 2 health or search their discard pile for an ally and put it in their hand. I think it's probably health right now. Yeah, it's definitely health for Neville because he doesn't have any allies in his discard. What about Hermione? She's got a couple allies. One's a blank right now, but I think she's going to take the 2 health as well. All right, so Tom Riddle's been defeated. Let's see. Like I said, the 2 coins are going to go to waste, ultimately. So he'll just draw up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then we need a new villain. So new villain. Quirinus Quirrell. Active hero loses 1 health with 6, and all heroes gain 1 coin and a health as a reward. Up to Hermione we go. 2 from the Dark Arts. He who must... Oh, we also flip over the Hogsmeade Village location as we passed that. So this is our last card for the game. Our last card is the Shrieking Shack. Another 6 villain control. Reveal 2 Dark Arts events each turn. The first of which is He Who Must Not Be Named, adding 1 villain control to the location. And Flipendo. Active hero loses 1 health and discards a card. I'm going to shortcut and have Hermione lose her second from Quirrell as well. And then she'll discard an Alohomora. Alright, Expelliarmus would give her 2 shots, but Hermione can't draw a card. So 2 shots. Then Remus Lupin gives her another 1, and any one hero gains 3. Hermione will gain 3 from that. And another shot. Polyjuice Potion, which will copy Lupin again, giving her another shot, and this time Neville will gain 3. Bringing him up to 8 as well. And the Time Turner, which gives me a coin, and any spells I acquire this turn could go on top of my deck. These 4 shots, however, are going on the Basilisk. And that's it for Hermione's turn. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think Lucius coming out when he did gave us a lot of problems in this game. Neville up next. Dark Arts. Actually, we spent a very long time with Lucius on the board, which is not a way to win this game. First up, Tarantalegra. Active hero loses 1 health and can't assign more than 1 shot to each villain this turn. And Dementor's Kiss. Active hero loses 2, all other heroes lose 1. Good thing we did a lot of healing last round. Neville will also lose 1 from Quirrell. He'll gain a shot from Oliver, which is going to go on the Basilisk. Right now we're racing 5 villain control, which our odds are not good at. Neville will gain 3 from the essence of Dittany. And 3, we can put items on top, which will grab the actually we'll grab the butterbeer and put that on top. We need healing. We're going to try to heal through Quirrell. Oh, wait a minute. Could we only assign... Oh, no, we only had 1 shot. Okay, never mind. Moving up to Hermione's turn, but first we'll replace the market. I'll adjust the camera a little bit there. Sirius Black for 6 coins. Gain 2 shots and a coin. All right, up to Hermione's turn. First Dark Arts card. Flipendo. Active hero loses 1 health and discards a card. Hermione will toss an Alohomora to that. Next up, Hand of Glory. Active hero loses 1. I'm going to shortcut and do Quirrell as well, and add another villain control to the location. Okay, so we're at 2, 4, 6, 7. We should be able to defeat the Basilisk this turn. Which Expelliarmus will do that. We'll put the shot on the Basilisk and 1 on Quirrell. So 2, 4, 6, 8. The Basilisk is defeated. All heroes get to draw a card. We also get to remove the control from the location. And we actually get to draw a couple cards with Hermione. So Neville will draw his card first. Okay. And then Hermione will draw from Expelliarmus first, since we've managed to take that out. And we'll draw for the Basilisk. Hermione will find another Alohomora. Then we'll shuffle this up. Hopefully we can get some damage on Quirrell this turn. That would be great. Because time is very much not on our side here. All right, then there's the card from defeating the Basilisk. Polyjuice Potion, but I don't think we're playing any allies this turn. No, we're not. Which is unfortunate, but, well, let's use our power to see if we can find an ally. We can't, but we find Finite, which might be even more helpful right now, because it'll take another control off the location. Then we'll go 2 coins. I think we'll go 3, and Neville will get 1 as well. And then the Polyjuice Potion is essentially a blank. So for 3, I think we'll have Hermione grab another Polyjuice Potion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, Trelawney's not a terrible draw here. We'll replace the market with another Chocolate Frog. Next villain coming out. Crab and Goyle. Each time a Dark Arts event or villain causes a hero to discard a card, that hero loses 1 health. A reward, all heroes draw a card. Before we jump into Neville's turn, I need to take a small break. We are very much racing the clock here. First Dark Arts card. Expulso. Active hero loses 2 health. And Dementor's Kiss. Active hero loses 2, and all other heroes lose 1. 2, 1. And he will lose another 1 because of Quirrell. Crab and Goyle are passive. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, never mind. Wait, making sure my hand was straight. Okay, we need to get going on these guys. We need to get going on these villains. So, we'll start off with Butterbeer. So, Hermione and Neville will both gain 2, since it's their first time healing, and they'll both get a coin. 1, 2. He'll gain a shot and a health. Actually, I'm going to bring the shots and coins over here, so I'm going to be gaining since I'm going to be able to track those a little bit more easily. So he's got a shot and another health. Then he's going to gain a coin to go up to 3, which will actually let him buy something. I think we take all the firepower we can get here. Shot from the Mandrake, shot from Trevor, and 2 more from Descendo, which will actually just let us one-shot Quirrell, which will give us a coin, and which will give all heroes a coin and a health. So Quirrell's down. Then for 4, what's Neville doing? Oh, shots are over here. I moved them. Duh. Okay, for 4, I think Neville's buying the Reparo. He'll let the 1 go to waste. And he's got to draw up. Come on. There we go. Trying to get a hold of Neville's deck. Was not an easy thing. Oop. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's not a completely great hand. Next up for replacing the market, Incendio. Gain a shot and draw a card for 4. Next villain coming out is another Dementor. Wait, I think this is only supposed to be a villain in the... I think this is only supposed to be a villain in the monster box of monsters, so I'm going to take that out. Which is actually cutting our villain count down considerably. Next up, the Boy Wonder himself, Lucius's annoying son, Draco. Each time villain control is added to the location, active hero loses 2 health. Has 6 health himself, and reward, remove 1 villain control from the location. So 2 passive annoyances right now. Hermione's up next. First, Dark Arts. Expulso, active hero loses 2. And Obliviate, all heroes choose 1. Discard a spell or lose 2 health. We're both going to lose 2 health since they're both passive. And I think Hermione might have some... Well, we'll find out what she gets. All right, we'll start off with Sybil Trelawney to draw 2 cards, then discard 1. If I discard a spell, I gain 2 coins, which that's very helpful, and I'll discard an Aloha Mora so Hermione can gain 2... Actually, not 2 health. I wish it was 2 health right now, but it's 2 coins she gets. Remus Lupin will help her on that front, though. She'll gain a shot, and any one hero gains 3. I think that'll be Hermione. Then Neville will gain 2 from the Essence of Dittany. 2 coins from the Golden Snitch and draw a card. Oop, wrong deck. Hermione will draw an Aloha Mora, which will bring her up to 7, I think. Yep. 7. 1 short of Dumbledore naturally. Gain another shot. And remove a control from the location, but we're empty there. And then the Nimbus 2001. Unfortunately, that won't be enough to defeat either villain. We could put 4 damage somewhere. Let's put it on... Let's put the 4 damage on... Who do we want it on? I think we'll put it on Crabbe and Goyle. And then for 7 coins, we've got some options here for 7, but I think we'll go with Sirius Black for 6. Which will let 1 go to waste. Since Hermione's got the Polyjuice Potion, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wow, we got some decent firepower there coming up. Neville's turn will be in a second. First up, we'll reveal a fresh Dark Arts card. We'll find Marauder's Map for 5 coins. Draw 2 cards. If you discard this, all heroes draw a card. Before we jump into Neville's turn, I need to change my battery. I do not like saying I need to change my battery on a Wednesday video. It means something's gone wrong, but too late to dwell on that now. First Dark Arts event for Neville. Petrification. All heroes lose 1 health and can't draw extra cards this turn. Delightful. And next up, He Who Must Not Be Named. Add 1 villain control to the location, which will make Neville lose 2 health because of Draco. That's rather annoying. So we can't draw extra cards this turn. Fortunately, I don't think Neville was drawing extra cards. He's got 2 coins, 3, 4, 5, 6, and he can put items and allies on top of his deck, which I think he'll put the Marauders map on top. And that'll be it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Jeez. Replacing the market will be Expecto Patronum, which we've seen Hermione use quite well. Speaking of Hermione, it's her turn next. First card up. He Who Must Not Be Named, adding more villain control to the location, which will cause Hermione to lose 2 health. And all heroes reveal the top card of their deck. Heroes that reveal a card with 1 or more coin value, discard it and lose 2 health. Oh, that's a problem. Especially for Hermione, who's at 2 health right now. But she isn't, she's safe there. Neville, however, has got much more of his deck left. He discards that and loses 2 health. That's great. Okay, well, we'll start off with an Expelliarmus to draw the Time Turner and gain 2 shots. We can easily defeat Crabbe and Goyle this turn. We've actually got another shot, which we can shut somebody off. I think we'll shut Malfoy off, because we're probably going to defeat Crabbe and Goyle here. And we've got 3 coins. Actually, 3 coins. Yeah, I'll have a 4th because of the Time Turner, and I can put spells on top. I think we'll have... Who do I want to gain the coin from Hermione's special ability? I think I'll give that to... I think I'll give it to Neville. Because 4 doesn't really do anything extra. Well, it might. No, I don't think it does, actually. I think we'll buy the... I think it's buy in any order, right? You do all the following in any order. Okay. So I'm going to start off by spending the 4 coins to buy an Incendio, and I can put that on top since I've got the Time Turner. Then I'll put a shot on Crabbe and Goyle to defeat them. So they're defeated. Each hero draws a card. Hermione will gain the Incendio, which will give her another shot and draw her another card. She will draw Crookshanks, which will actually give her... do we want to give her another shot? Or 2 health? I think I'm going to have her take 2 health from that. So I moved 1 over to... okay, I think I put the 1 there. So we've got 3 shots that we can put on Malfoy. And I think we'll do that. Alright, then everything moves to the discard pile. Hermione will shuffle and draw. Hopefully that last villain isn't too obnoxious. It might also be our double Basilisk, though. I'm trying to remember if there's a Basilisk in game 2 or not. If there is, we've already defeated 1, and I think we only had the Basilisk come up once. So, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we got some more firepower coming. Replacing the market will be another Crystal Ball, which we know Neville has in his deck. Our last villain is the Double Basilisk, which also looks like it should be in the Monster Box of Monsters. So I'm going to take that out. Which means we should be able to defeat Malfoy this round. So Let's see what the dark arts say about that. The dark arts. All heroes choose one. Discard an item or lose 2 health. Neville will discard the chocolate frog to gain a coin and 2 health. As for Hermione, she will discard the time turner because I don't think we're going to need that. And then the second dark arts. All heroes choose one. Discard an ally or lose 2 health. Neville doesn't have an ally to discard, so he loses 2 health. Hermione is going to discard Crookshanks. Just because I can probably find... Just because if Neville can put 1 damage on Draco, we can probably defeat him this turn. We can probably defeat him on Hermione's next turn. Let's start with the Marauders map, though. We'll draw 2 cards. Okay, yeah, we might... Actually, I think we just win the game here because we've got the Mandrake, which we'll take a shot from. Oliver and Trevor will give him 3 shots as well. And that will defeat Draco, and by the skin of our teeth, we have managed to win the game. So that will do it for this playthrough of Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle. That was a close one. It came right down to the skin of our teeth, and we had to make our last stand at the... Shrieking Shack. But thanks to having 2 villains, having 2 monsters that probably shouldn't have been in the box, we managed to get there. So that will do it for this playthrough of Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle. I'm going to mention this right now that tomorrow there will be a product unboxing coming on the channel. I'm expecting another... I got a delivery in tonight, but I'm expecting another one tomorrow. So I'm going to hold and do a separate product unboxing tomorrow. A delivery unboxing, especially since this video is already going to be later than I would like it to be. As for the rest of the week, preparations are continuing for the winter campaign in Arkham Horror, the card game. Later this week we'll have the intro for that campaign. Sunday will feature the first scenario of that. And next week we're playing another deck builder on the channel as we play Aeon's End. As for Mystical Munchies on Saturday, we'll be making the side out of the Cooking with Deadpool cookbook. Actually, no, we'll be making the appetizer. Look at them puppies. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care everyone.